My Low-Carb Life, Chapter 10, Making More Big Changes. I made it through the holidays and I was still losing weight. I wasn't losing as much as I had when I began, but I was still losing. At this point, it was about 1 pound per week, and I was down to almost 200 pounds. I got in a lot of new clothes for Christmas, which I desperately needed, and I was really into the routine that I needed to continue my weight loss journey. However, I was about to make a life change that would greatly impact my daily routine. In the fall of 2016, I was contacted by a friend who was the chair of the communications department at the university from which I graduated. He told me of an opening in the marketing department for a video producer and suggested that I would be a great fit for the job. At this point, I'd been self-employed for almost 12 years, but I'd been working in the industry for more than 30. I also had been teaching one film class per semester as an adjunct at this university for a couple of years, so I applied and was interviewed for the position. I knew there would be some advantages and disadvantages to taking the job. The advantages included a regular paycheck and health insurance. The disadvantages included giving up the freedom of being self-employed, most likely reducing my income due to the fact that most small private universities don't pay very well, and the university being 55 miles from my home, which meant about an hour's drive to and from work every day. Another challenge would be giving up the freedom of preparing my meals at home and being able to carefully monitor what I ate. I had made such good progress with my weight loss over the past 10 months, and I didn't want anything to impede that. If I got this job, I knew I would need to develop a meal plan for breakfast and lunch every day so that I could maintain my low-carb lifestyle. In January 2017, I was offered the job, and I accepted. I would begin my new duties on February the 1st. There was something special about working for the university from which I graduated. I truly believed in the mission of the institution, and I thought that this might be a way I could give back and help young people pave the road to their futures. I also felt that working at the place where my career started, perhaps in my last job before retirement, would help me come full circle in a fitting way. I also felt that this was a good opportunity to take on another obstacle that I needed to face. As I mentioned previously, I had smoked cigarettes for nearly 25 years. I smoked about a pack and a half each day. I had tried and failed to quit many, many times, but the addiction was more than I could overcome. By the time I started my new job, it had been 11 months since I changed the way I was eating. At this point, I had lost about 85 pounds. I still had more to go, but I had made significant progress toward my goal of losing 120 pounds. I thought that if I had found the willpower to lose this weight, then it was also a good time for me to try to take on the challenge of quitting cigarettes for good. To be honest, if I continued to smoke, I knew I would smoke in my car on the way to work. As I mentioned, the drive is a little over an hour. I knew when I arrived at work I would smell like an ashtray. I would be around coworkers and students every day, and to be honest, I was a little embarrassed that in this age where smoking had become so taboo, I was still doing it. Also, smoking was banned on most parts of campus. There were a few designating smoking areas, but they were usually in a parking lot on the edge of campus. So getting my fix during the workday wouldn't be easy. So I made the decision to gradually quit over the next month. I used some smoking cessation aids to help in my transition, which I still use today. But I stopped smoking cigarettes for good by the 1-year anniversary of changing the way I ate. My greatest fear, though, was I would gain weight when I stopped smoking. That usually happens. But with the help of the smoking cessation aids and a real commitment to my plan, as of this writing, I am proud to say I haven't had a cigarette in 4 years. or in 5 years as of this recording. Was it easy? Absolutely not. Do I still want a cigarette from time to time? Yes. Do I smoke in my dreams? Weirdly, yes, sometimes. But the longer I have gone, the easier it is. Will I get to a point where I no longer have a desire for a cigarette? I don't know. I hope so. I know my health is so much better since I quit smoking. Will all those years of smoking eventually catch up with me? Possibly, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But for now, I will keep doing what I have been doing and hope for the best.